See, what I'm telling you is this now. Spirituality, God, Satan, faith, all of these things, they are not excuse from logical reasoning. You understand? See, you can't say because you believe God, you have to be stupid. You can't say because you are a Christian, you have to not think, right? See, a lot of people will always tell you, don't think about it, just believe, just accept. No, that is bad. And that's how Satan has been able to infiltrate people's mind with stupid ideas that they now sell to others. Do you get? So, whoever is going to tell you that to believe something, don't think about it. Now, just imagine how ridiculous that is in itself. That just believe, don't think about it, just accept. No, that is not good. And you get me? See, anything you have to just accept without thinking about it is not from God. I can authoritatively tell you that anything that you have to just accept, don't think about it, is not from God. It's from Satan that is just telling you something. And because a lot of people have believed things without actually thinking about it, and that's why you can see that there's so much outlandish ideas in Christianity, right? I'll tell you some of these outlandish ideas. Now, do you actually believe that people think that the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea? Now, between you and I, let's think critically. Do you think that anybody can cross the Red Sea?
No.
Now, okay, let's create a scenario where they emptied the Red Sea. Like we find a way to remove all the water from the Red Sea. Do you think anybody can still cross the sea?
No.
So if nobody can cross it, if you don't think that anybody can cross it, why do you not believe it? Because you see it in the Bible, right? And so that is how people, they know what is right, but then they still believe the wrong thing because they see it in the Bible. No, that's not how it is. See, I will actually tell you something now. Do you understand that the scriptures themselves, they didn't actually say that the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea? It was the Greek Septuagint that did that manipulation, right? And so in the Greek Septuagint, they changed what is written in the Bible as Sea of Reeds. They now change it to Red Sea. Do you see now, from Sea of Reeds to Red Sea? Now, I'll explain something to you now. Sea of Reeds, what does it mean? Now you see, you can actually have a sea of anything. Actually, you can have a sea of people, you can have a sea of cars, you can have a sea of houses, a sea of palm trees, right? Because why, whatever you can see that it starts from beginning, it's just so many that you can't count. It's a sea of that thing. If you were to have like a billion cars here now, right? If you stand there, you are going to see a sea of cars. You are not actually going to sit and count them, right? You are only going to see a sea of cars because it's just a way of saying that it's uncountable. Are you getting me? And so reeds are plants that grow in swampy area. Like, are you getting me? They are like areas that can literally swallow you up. So it is okay to say that that land actually swallowed the Egyptians, right? Because swampy area, those kind of areas that you just stand on it, you start sinking, and before you know, you are no more, right? And that's where reeds grow. Are you getting me? And so when the children of Israel got to that place, it was a sea of reeds. However, they cannot pass it because it is a dangerous place to cross. They will sink and die. And so God parted that place so that they can pass that sea of reeds. And you get me? They can pass that ground, pass on the solid ground along that sea of. So you actually part the muddy area or swampy area so that people can pass through. And then when the Egyptians were coming, it closed back. That was what the Bible was trying to say. Are you getting me? So it's not actually the Red Sea, but a land that is swampy, a land that can actually, you watch movies where you see those lands where people sink and they start sinking and sinking and sinking. That is the kind of land the Bible was trying to explain, not the Red Sea. And but now you see that people actually believe, they know in their mind that it is impossible to cross the Red Sea, but then they believe that the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea. You can see that that's a conflict of interest. So a lot of people have mental issues because why, you have two ideas that are conflicting, and then you still believe the wrong one in your mind. You know that this thing is wrong, you still believe it, and because you see it in the Bible. No, that is not Christianity. That is not faith. That is stupidity. And you see that, see, faith nowadays, faith nowadays is not actually beneficial. It's not actually beneficial because what you see in most religion is not actually beneficial. See, being spiritually inclined, being a spiritually minded person is supposed to make you intelligent. It's a life of transcendence. It's a kind of reasoning that transcends the normal reasoning. Are you getting me? And so, but then when you now believe, when you now get that spirituality that makes you start to think like animals, no, that is not